Hello, it's Tina Walker here today, and I have kind of a really fun video for y'all today. So many months ago, I invited 3 amazing artists to get together with me to swap journals. We call it the 4-way journal, and we each completed 4 backgrounds, 3 different backgrounds of 4 each. So we were all kind of working off the same sort of background and swapped out our journals with each other. So here is my little journal that I have gotten back. And again, it's one of these field-size journals. I'm just so obsessed with these. I just love it that you can kind of hold it in your hands. It's like the perfect size. I actually struggle with big pages anymore. But the other artist, and I apologize if I mispronounce Andrea's last name, but Andrea Chelabo or Shelabo, I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. Sarah Donnerworth and Jamie Daughtry were the other artists in here, so I've got pages of my journal from each one of them. So I just thought I would have a peek at the journal. You can see the different pages created by each artist. And if you hop on over to their social media, on their Facebook and Instagram, you would be able to also see their journals and some of the completed pages that I've done in their individual journals. So for the cover of it, just because it was a play on a 4-way journal, I just used some Stencil Girl number stencils. I just thought that was super simple, but it was kind of fun just to create that. So this is a page that I actually did in my own journals with one of my backgrounds. And again, I use Stencil Girl stencils like I do quite often in my art journal pages for many of my spreads in here. This one was created by Sarah. She does some beautiful faces, and the colors are pretty intense. This one is also by Sarah. I keep gluing that piece down and it keeps coming up, so you can see the fun butterflies on that. So this was another one of the backgrounds that I had started that she embellished on her own. And this is the another one by Sarah. And again, with her faces. I just love that this is on dictionary paper, so if you can see that. And this was the background. So it's kind of interesting too to see how everyone used this, because there was enough in here for everyone to do a page with this sort of background, how they interpreted it. So this was one of my pages using one of the other backgrounds. So I put some of my stamped images on here, just kind of doodled on the rest of the page, just to really like the bright colorfulness of it. So this was Jamie's spread with that background with some of her gorgeous faces as well. I really loved this black background and how it turned out. It's another Jamie page with some more of her girl faces. How fun is that? I just love all the circles in between them. And that's Jamie's final page in my journal. Again, I love the colors, so you can see, like, well, I'll show you after I'm done with Andrea, so you can see how everyone used the same background differently. This was another one of my pages, so this is how I used that black background. This was some of my hand-carved stamped images that I did after my return from Ireland, and I just glued them down onto my page. This is one of Andrea's pages. Love houses, always love houses. Another one of Andrea's pages. I really love this bird stencil. I have that stencil myself. And it looks, that black contrast with the bright colorful background looks great. And Andrea's final page. I love this scribble messiness. Obviously, if you've been seeing my scribble journals, I love that look. And this was my final spread in the book. And you can't really tell the background because I did cover it a lot with the gold gesso. But this was just a scrap that I had on my table with this face. I had drawn a face on a piece of on a tea bag, and it had went through to the surface of my under paper, and I just cut or ripped it out actually and put it on here. But I love that soft look of the face. And then I just did this on the background just so they knew who it belonged to. So you can, again, you can see like this bright, colorful background. So here was Sarah's page for that. There was my page for that. There is Andrea's page and Jamie's page. So it's really interesting to see how everyone used that page differently. I love that. But that is all I have today. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for stopping by.